Principle 6, you won't have to dodge bullets. The final piece of wisdom is the final stage of inner mastery. It's the synchronistic effect that initiated beings access with ease because they've mastered the game of reality. I made this final section because even though the idea is introduced earlier in the movie, it's my favorite concept around how all of this deeper wisdom comes together in practical reality. When Morpheus is teaching Neo about the Matrix, they're having a conversation about how the agents of the Matrix are their enemy. The agents are powerful sentient programs that are gatekeepers of the system. Every person who has ever tried to stand up against them has died. Morpheus, describing the agents to Neo, says, "I've seen an agent punch through a concrete wall. Men have emptied entire clips at them and hit nothing but air. Yet their strength and their speed are still based on a world that is built by rules. Because of that, they will never be as strong or as fast as you can be." Neo responds, "What? Are you trying to tell me that I can dodge bullets?" And this is where Morpheus, in my opinion, delivers the most perspective-altering line in the entire movie. "No, Neo, I'm trying to tell you that when you're ready, you won't have to." Now that might not seem like a reality-bending line on the surface, but here's why it changes everything, and why it has tremendous implications for the real world. I mentioned in part 1 that initiation is the beginning of your awakening, not the end. Becoming aware of your true self and striving for a higher purpose does not all of a sudden make everything perfect and awesome like the spiritual grifters want you to believe. You will be met with resistance and negative forces, whose sole intention is to knock you off balance and keep you trapped in the illusion. Some of these forces in the real world are like agents. They come aggressively and will try to bulldoze you into submission. It could be a character like Cypher in the Matrix, who represents Judas in the Bible and tries to sabotage your plans. Or it can be cultural or societal movements that are anchored in low vibrational frequencies. If the COVID pandemic didn't teach you anything about how agents of the Matrix react, then unfortunately, you're an agent. Other forces in reality are more passive and cunning, like the woman in the red dress. They don't announce themselves or directly sabotage your purpose, but they lure you into a deep sleep over time without even noticing. It could quite literally be a romantic relationship that poison drips you into mediocrity, friends or family that get into your ear about your big ambitions, an overindulgence in a pleasure that turns into an addiction, or even an overreaction to failure that causes you to doubt yourself and your path. The point is, physical reality will reject the initiated soul who discovers their own oneness. And if you allow outside influences to contract your frequency and sabotage your alignment, you will never manifest the corresponding reality of heaven on earth. In the Matrix, Neo doesn't fully comprehend this until he dies and resurrects. And in our world, only after death of your old self and complete eradication of fear do you gain complete control over your reality. And when that frequency of oneness is sustained long enough, you achieve vibrational momentum to the degree that you don't even need to dodge bullets anymore. Agents no longer threaten you. Do you understand the deeper meaning here? Because you embraced your path and given yourself permission to be the chosen one, and harmonized your frequency, you become untouchable. I call this escape velocity. It's a critical mass point in your own relationship to your universe, where you become so aligned and confident in who you are that you no longer have any reaction at all to events and circumstances that used to cause you fear and doubt. All challenges and obstacles are surmountable because you no longer feel threatened by perceived setbacks and negative outcomes. Uncertainty doesn't rattle you, confusion doesn't lower your confidence. That is the true essence of what manifestation is. It's a feeling and a frequency that has full trust and confidence in God and yourself, so much so that exceptional outcomes become the default experience of your reality. And when you genuinely don't care about when and where your manifestations are supposed to come from, that frequency is gold to the universal flow of energy. Because if you're not good without your manifestations, you won't be good with them. The way this looks like in our world is that you become one of the chosen few who has that magic touch. Genius level ideas and execution come online for you as you follow your purpose, and the world conspires for you in the manifestation of your desires. Support from your universe shows up to assist you and guide you on your path at exactly the right moment, the same way in the Matrix when Cypher is about to kill Neo and Trinity, Tank saves the day by killing Cypher at the very last second. Even Cypher is surprised and can't believe that Tank survived. When Neo resurrects, the agents unload a barrage of bullets at him, and not a single one hits him. They fall before his feet. When all 5 pieces of hidden wisdom are embodied, the 6th naturally comes online as the effect of following your path. The awakening, the mirror, the language, the love, the spoon, the escape velocity. It's all one continuous initiation. Each one builds on the last, and together they describe the complete arc of a soul that has chosen to master its own reality. The Matrix demonstrates this genius level of wisdom in a compelling story that made all of us think differently about our realities. And what happens in the end? Neo effortlessly defeats Agent Smith, and the others run away. A true master of reality is born. If I had to sum up the wisdom in the Matrix and how it applies to our reality, it would be this. Self-mastery is the highest form of mastery one can attain. And when you choose yourself, reality corresponds. The Matrix is such an iconic film because there is a little bit of Neo in all of us, and no amount of resistance can prevent you from achieving your most abundant reality when you master yourself. And this is really why I say so often that entrepreneurship is quite literally applied spirituality. And it's why the conscious entrepreneurs I work with get such exceptional results, because when you master the unseen forces that govern our reality, success and riches becomes child's play. Abundance will find you without you having to force a single thing. And if you've made it to the end of this video, you already knew that on some level. You didn't find this video by accident. And if you're wondering why I didn't include the 2nd and 3rd movies in this video, it's because the pieces of wisdom to them are totally different, and they also get way more complicated, so trust me, I'm doing you a favor by not including them here. But if you do want me to break down those movies too, let me know in the comments section down below, and be sure to subscribe to my channel so that way you stay up to date with all of my future videos. And if you do want to watch me break down one of the most powerful books in the world, I did a 33-minute video on the ancient hermetic principles from a book called The Kabbalion. Tap the link on the screen here to go watch it now.